coming up on this episode.
So when we made the phone call, LAPD came, they contacted the people, what their rights are in the sidewalk. They got the right to protest. Because of the minimum people that were there, they didn't need a permit. Secondary, after she was served, very arrogant, she stayed in the area, which is no problem. We contacted the PD, your office did. They came and she was advised by Officer Santos, you have to go across the street. If we come back and see you on this side of the street, you will be subject to arrest.
Hey, can I ask you guys what's going on? I'm sorry?
Can I ask the girl on the end?
Which one?
Purple hair.
Purple hair?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, so, what's going on?
Oh, just a peaceful protest.
Yeah, I know, but for what? I mean, what happened? I mean, I'm reading the signs. What does that mean?
You can read the signs and it pretty much explains what happened.
That doesn't tell me anything. What happened?
Sorry, we're not going to tell you anything on
camera.
This guy's camera.
If he wants to stop recording, we'd be more than happy to help you.
Well, I mean, if you've got a story to tell,
We have a story to tell.
Absolutely.
well, then tell it. I would like to know.
Hey, how about we're in the lobby and they bring out the wrong pet and try to convince you it's your pet? How's that for a story?
Hi!
How are you?
Not good.
No, what's going on outside?
They think one of their dogs died and that we sold it. It didn't really die.
The dog that they said died here, they sent it to Pet Haven's crematorium and it's the wrong pet.
How do you know that?
How do we know it's the wrong dog? We have pictures of the dog that had Lilo's tag on its toe. They took pictures of our dead dog before they cremated him. And the dead dog is not our dog.
They're threatening to burn the hospital down. Of course, everything's my fault.
That's productive.
Yeah, it's all my fault, of course.
The crematorium picked up the dog with the tag on its foot saying it was our dog.
So you're saying they sent the wrong dog to the crematorium?
Absolutely. They tried to bring the wrong dog out alive.
I had to get restraining orders on them. It's all over the internet saying that, shut PCC down, burn it down to the ground. It's a disease-filled, it's this, that, and the other. And I'm like, yeah, well, we have sick animals, so I'm pretty sure we have diseases in here. It's a hospital.
So all this shit out front is about one particular animal?
One dog.
Really?
How many people are out there?
There's like
8 or 10?
Oh, who cares?
The lady's a convicted animal abuser. She was ordered to stay away from animals.
And how do you know that?
It's all over
Google
online.
it.
You can Google it.
Google it, read the court transcript.
So you guys had a dog die here?
16
Yes.
months.
And one that's still in critical condition in a more reputable vet.
For what?
The
What's wrong with the
She
dog?
contracted E. coli and a staph infection and pneumonia from being in here.
So your dog didn't die of parvo?
The parvo test that they ran on my puppy, when I moved it straight from here to a more reputable vet, tested negative.
It's weird because, see, I don't get paid to be here. This is just my passion. And you're gonna punish me because you have no money, you can't treat your animals, and I still help you? And you're gonna, why would you wanna shut down a place that donates so much into this community? If you don't like us, do better. Open up a place down the street.
Overall, they do really good work.
I'm not saying that they do good or bad work. I'm saying that they did really shady work in my case.
But you know what they are doing on the internet? They're raising money for animals that are dead.
Really?
I was like, really? I know of only 2 dogs, now you're saying there was 5. We didn't get 5 dogs. Did they die at your house?
So let me get this straight. You had, how many animals died here of yours?
I had one puppy and one that's still in critical condition.
And it wasn't parvo.
I I cannot confirm or deny that because I do not have the records. They will not release our medical records to us.
I've never seen anyone protest a rescue before.
It's not a rescue, it's a vet.
It is a rescue.
It's a rescue as well. No.
They don't have a non-profit status.
Yes, they do.
No, it's suspended. Do your homework.
It's online and it's listed by the IRS as
I've
a
never seen
suspended.
anyone.
State of California suspended.
It's under
Ever
suspension.
protest.
I have.
Fuck you! That's a great place.
Yeah. That guy.
Kill your dog.
Never seen anyone protest.
See,
a
that's your attitude. They're going to kill your dog.
Absolutely
I've seen so
insane.
many dogs walk out of here that would not have walked out of anywhere else because
And
they
I've
couldn't.
had witness
They
statements
could
from
not
multiple
afford.
other people
They
come
could
to
not.
me where they've
People
lost theirs.
could not afford to pay for
Okay.
any other place, but this place took care of them. I've
Okay.
seen it
Okay.
over and over again.
God
And that's
bless
your
them for
opinion. And
If there's
Yeah,
more
God bless them for that. Yes, exactly. God bless them for that. You guys' situation didn't go as well.
We have a problem with the lady that runs the place.
Right, a personal problem, right? You have
This is a
problem.
personal
As a
problem.
nonprofit.
Why do you want to keep her away from animals? Because yours died?
Convicted animal abuser.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. Do your own
Got
due
to be
diligence
kidding.
and look. It's public knowledge.
This is Dr. Claxton. He used to be with me at the other hospital. He worked here for a minute, and I'm glad everything worked out for you.
Yeah.
Because God knows we don't know anything about unjust law or legal shit. I know the cutest little dog in the world. I love you. I love you.
Do you know how many animals? Do you know how many animals have come through here, literally, that don't have anywhere else to go because people can't afford to go anywhere else? They will not
There's
turn them.
other-
They will not turn them
There's
away.
other organizations that will help the poor.
Injuring, abusing, and murdering our pets. This is what you're saying? That they're injuring, abusing, and murdering your pets?
Yeah, correct. And she's a convicted,
Murdering your pets.
she's convicted of animal cruelty.
And you don't have an agenda
The agenda is to get the word out.
to get the word out that these people are murdering animals.
Yes. Bottom line is, I wouldn't personally want somebody who's been a convicted animal abuser to handle my animals. It's the last person. That's like handing him to the court camp.
I really don't know anything about this convicted animal. I mean, this could be as much hyperbole as this murdering our pets thing is. Come on. They won't. Alex will not turn any animal away, no matter how bad it is. I've seen it before, okay? I've seen her keep dogs alive that probably should have been euthanized. Just because she was trying to give them a better quality of life.
Right there, one is too many. One animal is too many to be, I mean, come on.
Are you serious?
I'm
Do you
completely
want a 100% success rate from any veterinary clinic anywhere? 100% success. Nobody walks in that doesn't walk out.
This is deliberate.
That
And when
is
she
not
accosts-
reality.
when she calls-
I'm getting ready to call the police on one of our ex-crazy clients who is out here protesting our facility. And we have a restraining order against them. They're supposed to be 100 yards away, and they are a lot closer, and we are going to call right now.
So they're left, huh? Finally, they left. So what?
Well, they left after, I forgot the name of the lady that we served. They were kind of arrogant. Some of them try to pick arguments with us. They didn't know we were security. And
That must have pissed them off.
and some of them forgot that they don't know that we are retired cops. So when we made the phone call, LAPD came, very professional. They contacted the people what their rights are in the sidewalk. They got the right to protest. Because of the minimum people that were there, they didn't need a permit. Secondary, after she was served, very arrogant, she stayed in the area, which is no problem. We contacted the PD, your office did. They came and she was advised by Officer Santos, you have to go across the street. if we come back and see you in this side of the street, you will be subject to arrest.
Yes, but what was their complaint though?
When I asked the lady that there's
Because I'm still trying to figure out why they were protesting.
It's watch out cameras.
Don't worry.
There's a lady, I asked her, I was just trying to be civil, just interested. What seems to be the problem? And her statement was, they gave me the wrong address. So I go, wrong address? Yeah, the wrong dog. But I didn't want to follow up with the conversation to avoid any arguments or disturbance of the peace, or her could have said it's none of my business.
It's just one bad, fucked up day. These are some of the rescue people that should be out of business, and leave it to the people who know what they're doing. These little bitches outside have been on for 3 months, started rescuing 3 months ago. Do you know they're only pulling animals with big donations behind them? Where are they putting these animals? I'm asking. Now I'm hearing there was 5 puppies. We didn't see 5 puppies. What happened to those 5 puppies? Why the fuck am I doing this? And then I see a face.
We're gonna have to change it because it's got the wound
I said to
there.
myself,
Let it heal. Okay, ready to go? Okay? Yeah. Okay.
you little cunt, I would still help your fucking dog and shoot you. Who says burn down a hospital and says that you love animals? How can you say you love animals and want to recommend burning down a hospital? With all the animals, even Dr. Anderson said, what happens to the animals? They don't care because they don't think about the damage that it can do in the long run. You know? My biggest regret. My biggest regret to my dying day is I shouldn't have started that war with the city because I didn't think. And so I'm like trying to tell them, what the fuck are you doing? Learn from my fuck up. You don't do what I did. If I hadn't started a war with the city, I wouldn't have got bent over and fucked. But I'm telling you now, you come after me, lube up bitches, because I'm gonna crawl right up your fucking ass.
Alex is a cat lady on steroids with dog lady traits, and it just drives me nuts because all she does is work 24/7 for animals. I mean, I'm surprised she doesn't carry a pager for emergency hairballs. If I keep telling her she needs to date, she has no life. You know, she's out on dates with dogs. I need to get her to stop.
The legal diva, and I mean that too. You're gonna love her. There she is.
Baby, how are you?
Not really good.
Yes, I know. You never are when I see you.
God damn it.
Okay, we'll sit down. You can tell me about whatever it is.
I think I have
this
some
time.
good stuff.
Okay.
I have some hope, I think. My life is crap. That's what's going on. So you know I'm being attacked right now all over the internet because of my past, you know? I have to fix it. I have to. I know that the appeal kind of is over. I don't really have a leg to stand on an appeal.
We could possibly ask the governor of California for a pardon.
I want to sue her. She's being investigated. I want to get back into
You
court.
mean the investigating officer
Right.
is being investigated?
Right,
She's the
for
one who-
illegal, for some criminal activity. And isn't there a way, I want to get back into court. I want somehow.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, Alice, unless she is found completely guilty, that's not going to happen. They have to conclude that, you know, she's been doing this all across the board.
Across the board. I mean, she's been doing it with me. She just got caught doing it in Irvine.
But they have not finished the investigation. Until that happens, it's just an investigation. It's innocence until proven guilty, sweetheart. So I get what you're saying. In the meantime, we should try and do this beg for forgiveness to the government.
But forgiveness implies that I did something wrong. You know what I mean? I'm okay with, it's
better than nothing.
It's still not going to,
It takes it off of your record.
it doesn't take it off the internet. It doesn't take the 10 years ago.
Whatever will. What will?
If I win fucking, something against her.
Yes, if that happens.
I want the truth. I don't give a shit about anything else.
To hire a private investigator.
How much would it cost me?
You know what? First we'd have to subpoena every single record that she's investigated.
Okay.
I mean, that's a lot of work. It's a lot. You have to hire somebody to pull all and then you have to investigate each and every case. Let the state and the county and the city do what they're doing, investigating her. The most that you can do is sit back and wait and possibly do this governor.
Do you know I have a fucking bitch going to one of my vendors right now with photo in hand saying, this is she's not allowed to be around animals, she's a criminal. They're slandering me again all over the internet. This is never gonna stop. Whether there's a pardon or not. This is ruining my work, my life, my everything.
Something happened with this investigating officer.
So she gets away with this.
We don't know. We have to wait and see. So Alex, to tell you the truth, I really don't understand why you're here, because we've gone over this over and over and over again. I don't think you understand that.
Because some new stuff came out. Something new stuff. Look,
what?
read. That fucking bitch is finally getting caught. Okay?
Well, she's being investigated according to this,
okay,
and
but
she
that's
resigned.
what I knew. That's what I was saying was happening, and that's why she destroyed me. And now it's finally catching up with her. And I have to be able to use this to clear my name.
You can. We just have to prove conclusively that this woman is a bad person, and she's conclusively.
What do I need to do? What do I need to do?
Well, it would help if you hired a private investigator.
I'll do it. I will do whatever it takes. I can't go the rest of my life being accused of something I didn't do. Nobody understands. Everybody tells me it's 10 years ago, Alex, let it go. I can't let it go. This is my fucking life. Do you understand? It's my life.
Alex, I do understand. That's why I'm telling you we need to hire a private investigator to take your case and go over it with a fine-tooth comb. Are you willing to do that?
My God, yes.
Do you have the money for that?
How much? I would spend every dime I have to clear
That would
my
be
name.
a good retainer to go through your case, which is rather large.
20 grand.
And then to go
I'll
and
give you
talk
whatever
to people.
it takes.
I've been a friend of Alex for many years, and in fact I consider her my sister, and it really pains me that she's in a situation where I cannot really help her, but there is a shred of hope. She came into my office today with this new evidence. I don't know if it's going to pan out to anything, but I didn't want to see her crying, so I sent her on her way with a rainbow in her hand. I mean, it's ridiculous that these charges, that she was convicted on this case when she is nothing but St. Francis incarnate.
Well, let's go see some puppies together and lighten our mood. Oh, I don't doubt her. No, I don't. All five. She's got one in her lap.
And he just fell. It fell.
Is it parvo?
No. So they were dumped and they got to her. So I had them for like 2 days.
No,
2 hours
today.
Yeah. So, but they all just ate a bunch of food. These two of them look really good.
They're gorgeous.
This one not looking so hot.
Doctor, we've been getting a lot of false negatives and snaps and positives only in
Nobody's had
PCRs.
upper respiratory.
No, I mean for parvo.
Oh yeah, or that we know of GI stuff.
Okay.
She hasn't had them long enough to know for sure. So we're gonna deworm everybody. We have one ear problem and some ear cleaners.
They're adorable.
Too, but we need probably.
God bless you for saving
We
them.
need to do canine comps on this. I'm worried about shunt. One of them is a little yellow. Yeah, is it this one? Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
But acting okay, so I don't want to do anything.
But you see why Dr. Anderson's worried about working with independent rescues, because some of them are crazy.
Oh, she's not talking about you. Yeah.
I'd love to help independents. I swear to God, I think all rescues need to be helped. But it's just some of them are making the others look bad. And so the doctors get scared, you know, and I don't want to take down somebody because they suffer. We need more of you. We need more rescuers.
Poor babies. Hi, I'm Maureen Delaney. I'm with Delaney's Dog, my rescue organization for all breed dog rescue. And these little 5 guys were just rescued off of Highway 74 in Paris, California, where they were left in a cardboard box, beside a recycling center. They were found by a Good Samaritan. That Samaritan contacted our rescue, and we went out and got them. So they came from a very terrible place, but now it's looking better because we're here at Pet Care Center, and they're going to help us get them ready to find awesome homes, the best homes. And they're full of ticks.
They just seem so thrifty,
so very
despite
sweet,
their, oh my gosh, so sweet. Yeah, oh, I wrote it down.